There are those who do it all throughout the year, and I applaud. But there are some people who wait until November and December in order to tap into their inner being or get in alignment with God. For those of you that do not believe in God, this applies to you as well. Please continue to listen. You may find some answers here. But I will say that there are those who are heavily immersed in their religion, who walk around holding their Bibles, and they go to church every single Sunday. They claim to be followers of the Most High, and yet nothing that they do reflects this. Their actions show the complete opposite of what's written in the scriptures. Their behavior, the way that they present themselves. Now, mind you, I am no longer Christian, but I am very well aware of its practices and aware of some scriptures and things of that nature. So, yes, having spent 21 years in the church, so much to the point to where people thought I would be a minister, I get it. But there are many wolves in sheep's clothing. For example, for the men, you have these men who claim to be followers of God, right? But then their focus is on material things. But yet, you have certain scriptures, for example, Revelation 3:17, that says, "Because you say, I am rich, have become wealthy, and have need of nothing, and do not know that you are wretched, miserable, poor, blind, and naked." That's in Revelation, a book that is rarely used in church, by the way. But yes, you say you don't need anything when you have material things, yet you feel so lost. And of course, there's double meanings to all of these scriptures, but it essentially connotes that no matter how many riches you are able to accumulate, you can gain all the riches in the world, but if you have no connection to the Spirit, you are still unfulfilled. And this applies whether you believe in God or not. We have seen evidence of this. Money does not give you full happiness. It is a very small fraction. All of the material things on the earth provide a very small fraction and temporary happiness. But being filled with the Spirit lasts forever. And then when you probe Instagram and you see women showing their bodies on every single picture, and yet they have Bible scriptures in their bios, you'll see this a lot. They'll have scripture references to Proverbs or Psalms. You'll see a lot of references to Psalms, John, all the different books in the Bible. How about this one from Jude 18? How they told you that there would be mockers in the last time who would walk according to their own ungodly lusts. Sounds like the lusting of the flesh, doesn't it? Sure, because every single picture has their buttocks, their cleavage, their twerking, never covered up. Yeah, we see this. So again, you have people who claim to be followers, who claim to be godly, but what they do and what they show are the exact opposite. And what is that? A wolf in sheep's clothing, based on the scriptures. Okay, those are the believers. But then, of course, there's the other side. You have the non-believers. The non-believers who don't believe in anything outside of themselves. The idea of prayer, or even meditation for that matter, disgusts them. They do not have the patience for such things. There is no proof that God exists, so I'm not going to believe in it. These are the types of things that are said by non-believers, right? Throughout their entire life, they've never seen any proof. even though technically there's proof every single day, but that's another story. Now, mind you, I am no longer Christian, and I believe. But the non-believers, yes, it's becoming more dominant. And we are in one of the most miserable times in human history. People are miserable. They're on antidepressants, not happy with their job, not happy with their lives. So they turn to prescription drugs to put them to sleep. They cry because they don't have a mate. They are upset at almost everything. Everything upsets them. And if there's nothing to upset them, they try to find something to get upset over. They are not grateful for the things that they have. They're not grateful for the clothes on their back. They're not grateful for the roof over their head. They're not grateful for the food on their table. Non-believers are roaming the earth ungrateful, especially here in the States. Ungrateful. So you have those who believe that are not conducting themselves the way they should, and then you have the non-believers that are not conducting themselves the way that they should. And so this group of people here on the earth are clashing, right? They're literally eating themselves alive because they're divided in their beliefs. Okay? They're divided in their beliefs and they're attacking each other. Yes, we are in one of the most divided times. So some of you listening are wondering, well, what can be done about this? Well, a lot can be done. I would say people need to reevaluate their position, reevaluate what it means to even be alive, reevaluate what their purpose on the earth is, what it means to have a mate. Reevaluate everything, whether you believe in God or not. What does it mean to be you? What is your role here on the earth? What is your role? What are you here for? For this time, there needs to be a reevaluation of this. A very hard look at you and what you are truly here to do. And through this, you will discover new meaning. You will begin to develop new awareness. And this awareness, by my understanding, is God-induced. But for you, it could be something else. But regardless of what you call it, regardless of what I call it, it's new awareness. And this awareness will take you forward into a new form of conduct. A form of conduct that attracts only high vibrational thought. That is why I do these episodes. You're hearing this from someone who is no longer Christian, does not belong to any organized religion at all. Yet my faith has never waned. So, for this week, reevaluate your position. Reevaluate why you exist in this body, in this time, here on the earth. Take a really hard look. You've already been moving the way you've been moving up to this point. Remember, it is not just in what you say, it is in what you do.